In today's Sims 4 build challenge, we are going to be building rooms using only triangular shapes. So obviously, freaking triangle. You might be thinking, well, you could easily just turn this into a freaking square. I'm not gonna do that. That's lame. That's a boring build challenge. So all of them are gonna be separate. I'm building in the Snowy Escape World Mount Kamarabi because I have an idea and it's gonna be kind of unique. It's gonna be a really cool build. So I think I'm gonna be going for like cottage vibes. The outside is gonna be very modern, very sleek, but the inside, I want it to be cozy, cottage, like getaway style. So I have 3. I think I'm gonna do them at different heights too, which is gonna be kind of annoying to connect them. So I've got 4. I think I'm gonna do 1 more and just have like one big one along the back. Okay, so that is my shell.
What is that?
I'm gonna raise them each at a different height, so every single one is gonna be a little bit higher than the last one. I think I'm probably gonna have to adjust this quite a bit because I'm gonna be adding stairs on the outside, and like to connect them, it's gonna be really annoying. But let's start doing that now. So what I'm gonna do is go in with my stairs, and I'm gonna have to use that with platforms to connect the height. Obviously, we can't do diagonal stairs, unfortunately. Although hopefully some freaking time soon. What I'm gonna have to do to kind of combat that is to use platforms and then connect my stairs onto that, like little bridges. I'm a little worried about this getting messy, so I'm gonna try and do like as little bump outs as I possibly can. I want it to look very like smooth. I think I'm gonna have to make this a platform too to like match that height. Please just let me connect this right on there. Of course not. Why would this be easy? Ooh, okay, I got it. Okay, so there's oh, wait a minute. I accidentally stole the other stairs. Okay, there's another one. I would love to be able to have a front door on this one, so I'm gonna try and build a bridge across, but I don't know how lucky I'm gonna get. I do have move objects on, but I don't think even that's gonna help me. Okay, I got it. I got a little bridge there. And then this one needs to be higher than the last one, so I'm gonna raise that up, and oh my god, if I could get a door there, that would be so nice. But that one is on the diagonal. I think I've got it. Yes. Okay, so now everyone's gonna have an entryway. Down here I can have a door, those 2 can have a door, the one is gonna have to have a ladder. Actually, the 2 might have to have a ladder to get down into it, but that's okay. Those can be like the cheaper cabins. Unless I could even get in there, add some stairs right to the side, and we could have a small door right here. You know what? You get a door too. I don't want the ladders to like interfere with the lighting, basically, is my main concern. Because anytime you put a ladder like exposed to the outside, first of all, it'd be freezing here. Second of all, it like interferes with the lighting a little bit, but I don't think that looks too messy. I think that looks pretty good, pretty clean. Look at that lighting in the background. I'm gonna change the foundation to pillars, and I'm gonna use Snowy Escape, so that's gonna hold those up. I think I want my wallpaper to be blue, and I'm gonna do different shades, so maybe these 3 can be like a darker blue, and then we can go in with a pale light blue on the other ones. We'll get some contrast going with some black platform paint. I think I'm gonna add one to these top ones too, even though they don't really need it. Ooh, this is gonna be a nightmare with my foundations disappearing. Yeah, just so they have like some kind of roof. Okay, so far these are the triangular rooms that we've got. Let's start adding some windows, and I do want to do a pond like surrounding it. So let's do the pond first because I think it's gonna look really cool. I'm gonna have to make sure, oh god, I'm gonna have to make sure that I'm not like interfering with the stairs so that this is functional. But I'm gonna make my terrain. The ponds actually look really cool in like a snowy world. I also want these to be like under there. Oh, glass floors would be really nice in this. You would think they would only be used for like island living and like Sulani, but that would be really cool. I mean, you're just looking at snow and water, but okay, let's get our water. See, it's like frozen. Kind of. You definitely could not step on that. While I'm at it, I may as well just add some of the trees in the background and some rocks. So I'm just gonna copy what's going on around here. Obviously, we're on a mountain, like a cliffside, so I am gonna include some of the rocks and trees. For my landscaping, I'm in debug looking through, trying to find some trees that I can put together that look good, and also some rocks. So like behind, just kind of stacking them naturally, just trying to make it look kind of cool like that. And I'm trying to find a log right now so that I can carve out my path and make kind of like a homemade barrier, I guess, from the water. You would definitely not want to fall in there. Okay, perfect. I found my wooden plank, and I'm just gonna make my barrier, keep it nice and safe here. I've added my windows, and now I'm just gonna go in with some lighting and extra details to make this look a little bit better. I think it would look super cute if I added little lanterns around, so that's what I'm gonna do for the lighting for my like porch. I'm adding that fence along the top, even though it literally doesn't make a difference at all for your Sims, and I kind of want to add maybe a chimney on some of them. You can definitely picture a fireplace on these, make it nice and cozy and warm in there. Ooh, and a little lit pathway with these dine out candles I think looks pretty nice. I love it. I feel like this is such a weird build. I'm so into it. We are gonna go inside. I think I'm gonna do this as if you were actually at a resort, like buying different rooms. Like, why does this always happen? So for example, this one is obviously the smallest one. Let's say you go in this one, and this is like the cheap one. You get a bed, maybe a mini fridge and a bathroom, and that's it. Realistically, you could probably use this as an actual house as well and just move your Sims in and they can like go wherever they want. But the The idea is there. The thought is what counts. So I want very like log cabin vibes. I'm doing wood for the flooring and the wallpaper. For this one, we can do just a little cot. Oh, do you think like these would look cute outside? I think yes, I'm gonna add those. Combining the modern like architecture with like the cozy vibe, I think it's gonna turn out good. Outdoor retreat lamp, cozy little rug, and maybe I could do my kitchen over here. I need to find the bathroom space. Ooh, I kind of forgot how hard it is to work with a triangular room shape. We're gonna have so many awkward like corners we're gonna have to work around. But okay, so this is gonna be the bathroom shape. It changed a lot, but here it is. Oh my god, this is so tiny. I think that shower would be functional there. And then if I put a toilet like right here, what is this room shape? I was so confident. I was like, I'm gonna have no problems. This is a piece of cake. No. Okay, well, I guess my sink is just gonna have to be elsewhere. This one is just gonna have a mini fridge, maybe a tiny little bit of counter space. How much do you think this one's gonna be a night? I'm gonna say this one can be like, let's say this one's maybe like $20 a night. I feel like around here where I live, you can get like a maybe a tent site for that. So, okay, yeah, this is the $20 a night triangle room. Let's go to the next one. The next one is like slightly bigger, but like not too much bigger. Let's maybe go this one for like 45. Okay, let's sort out the bathroom first. Maybe this one will be lucky and get like a microwave, maybe a coffee maker. Okay, for this one, we're gonna do a toilet and our shower on that side. I know you can kind of like squeeze an extra sink in here, but I feel like it looks so weird. Or maybe I could do like toilet, very squish, shower, sink? No. Okay, I'm gonna leave it how it was. I don't want it to be too squishy. A little bit of extra counter space with like an actual fridge. I feel like each one is just gonna gradually get nicer. You got some prep space, a little bit of decor happening. Okay, I mean, kitchen looking cute. Let's get our bed. I still don't think I'm gonna fit a double in here yet, but we can graduate from the cot to this guy. Oh my god, I don't even know if I'll be able to fit that. What if we rearrange this way? Okay, the way that I thought the exterior would be the hard part, whereas the interior is actually the challenge. Okay, bed done. For some reason, these Strangerville pictures reminded me of like a hotel, so I'm gonna add one of those. This one can actually have a TV. So we've got a TV, we have a fridge. I think I'm gonna add a chair, nothing too crazy, nothing too nice, and a trash can. Okay, there we go, $45 a night. Let's do the next one. This one, let's do for like $60. I really want to fit a double bed in like one of these. Oh my god, wait, there's a smaller one over there. Okay, that one's gonna look like this one. So I'm gonna bring literally everything over. Oh my god, this one's even worse because it's on a diagonal. Yikes. Okay, this one's even worse than the last one. This one's going for like 50. So we've got $20, we've got like 45. Okay, one of you needs to have a freaking double bed and an oven. Okay, this one, we get the double bed. We've got the tiniest little bathroom over there. And then I'm gonna have to do kitchen maybe right when you walk in. Actually, I think I have more room if my bed is like shoved over there. And then can I get an oven? Yes, we can do the oven. And I'm also going to do a microwave. We're not gonna do the stovetop. I think I'm gonna grab a nice little microwave, put that on top. And then we still have room for prep. This one, we need a freaking fire smoke detector. We'll do some columns kind of separating that little area the best that I can. We've got a TV. Maybe we'll actually have a dresser in this one. Yeah, this one is looking much, much nicer. So that's a little big. Let's just shrink that down. We actually have plants in here. I love it. Okay, so let's move on to the next final one, which is the big one. Maybe I could do an actual closed off bedroom in this one. Yeah, I definitely underrated the difficulty of triangular room shapes. Oh yeah, this one will be able to have an actual bathtub in it maybe. We're gonna have a big bedroom over here. We gotta go bougie with this one. Since it's like the only one with a freaking proper bathroom, let's make it fancy. So toilet and everything over there. We'll have a robe. Maybe make it look a little bit modern with some vertical lines. Ooh, wait, I like that swatch. Let's do the black instead. Yeah, that's gonna look good. Okay, and then over here, maybe spa day sink, and then we can have a nice big mirror on this wall. Oh yeah, here comes the fancy one. This is what I wanted to do for the rest of them. So here is our cute bathroom. We're gonna move on and do the bedroom over here, which hopefully I have room for everything I need. I think I'm gonna have to push my bed right up next to the side. I wish you could see through the windows a little bit more. That view would be way nicer if my windows were full of snow. Honestly, been there though, it freaking sucks. It's literally so hot out and I'm building, why am I building here? Okay, so my bedroom, I have little poofs over here. Nothing too crazy. We've got our dresser in there, but at least it's separate off into its own room. And finally, we can do a full kitchen and living room in this main area. I think I'm gonna separate off a little bit of this with a half wall. So we can have a nice full wraparound kitchen with a nice modern oven right there. there, and I even have room for clutter. Cute. Okay, and then we're gonna turn around and do our living room. I would love to have a dining room somewhere too, but I don't know if I'm gonna get that lucky. I'll try. I could turn my counter this way and make like a little island with it. Is that weird? I don't know. I mean, I could turn it this way, but that chair would be really annoying to work around. I think it would still be functional, but in real life, it would be pretty annoying, I think. We're gonna do a small living room, a little couch right there, and I can fit my TV. That TV is huge. I could actually fit 2 chairs like that there. Squeeze them over as far as possible so they're not like 100% in the way, but there we go. And then we can pull it together with the Snowy Escape mountain rock climbing thing right at the door. So this is the final triangular room that I've done. We've got all 5 of them done, varying in price per rent. My freaking foundation is gone on this one. If you do decide to download it as one of your own for like a household, I'm just gonna add a little mailbox right there so it's functional with a trash can, maybe like hiding right there or something. And there we go. That is our triangular room house in The Sims 4. Let me know if you guys like it, and I will put this on the gallery under Sydneymacoretta. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.